You can unmute yourself and let me know if you have any doubts till yesterday. Did you started in the foundation course under your academy.uipath.com, everyone? Have you started the course learning? Okay. So is there anything that I want to tell in between? We were able to cover everything. No problem with that. If you have any if you have any doubts still yesterday, please let me know by unmuting yourself. Have you started practicing? Hope you are familiar with the website IMDb. This is a very famous website in order to have the internet movie database where you can find we can find the movie name and we can find the rating of the movie. So we are going to start something in towards your web pages now. So how a web page can be triggered from the UiPath robot or UiPath Studio, and what else that we can make with the UiPath. Okay, so shall we start? Can you please respond? Yes, fine. So my task is to open a browser and open the website, the same website which you are able to see. Are you able to see the browser? Yes. Now this is the website where we are about to do our task now. My task is opening this website and let me type a movie name. Let it be Joker. Okay. After typing Joker, we'll be getting something called Joker here. If you click on this, it will be opening the page of Joker. And after that, I need to get the rating of this movie, like 8.5. Okay. The task is to open this IMDb website, opening typing a movie name, and after that typing the movie name, we are capturing the rating of that and we want to display it. So that is the first task that we want to start it today, usually dealing with our web browser. Okay. If you have any doubt in between, you can just unmute yourself and you can speak. I've kept that option because I cannot repeatedly check the chat box. So that's the reason. But after you ask me the question, you can just mute yourself so that no other disturbance will be carried forward. Okay. So can we start? Okay. Let's see what we can do. So I have created a process. Okay. So I've created a process called IMDb. Okay. So it's not like that. Okay. Let me create. Let me go to anything, and I need to just remove this. Let me create today's process as process 3. As today is third day. Okay. So in our process 3, let us create a sequence called IMDb rating. So it created a sequence of name IMDb rating. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to open a URL called as imdb.com. So in order to open this imdb.com, I need to have a browser which is to be opened. So for that, we have something called open browser activity. So go to your activities tab, go to your open activity, open browser. We have open application and open browser. One thing I want to tell you, yesterday we have opened your notepad using your hotkeys. Without using your hotkeys, I can simply drag and drop the open application activity. There we can simply indicate on the screen which application that you want to open. Okay, so that can be given. So that is what this open application is. In the same manner, we have something called open browser. Okay, now in this open browser, let me drag this open browser here to your sequence. So in this open browser, it was asking for the URL what is to be opened. Okay, so what is the URL that you want to open? imdb.com. Okay, let me give the same here. So it should be in double quotes, being it's a string, and imdb.com. Okay, so if you open the browser, if you check this, the properties of your open browser, okay, there is something called browser type. Okay, basically UiPath will support 4 types of browsers: IE, Firefox, Chrome, and Edge. So IE and Edge will comes with your Windows defaultly. Firefox and Chrome, if you are not having, you need to install. Okay, if these were not visible in your things, you can go to your start there. In your tools section, we can have some extensions. Installs the browser extension for automating websites in Chrome. Okay, for Chrome, Firefox, Edge. If you want to apply this UiPath tool in your Java applications, you can install the Java extension. Defaultly, IE will be coming with your UiPath Studio. Okay, if you want to apply for the same using your Chrome or Firefox or Edge, you just need to install the extensions. Okay, so here it was provided Edge extension. It was an experimental. That means there are some ambiguous results even though you are using Edge extension. So when I am learning in the last year, Chrome and Firefox were in this experimental. Now they were safe. Now safe in the sense we were getting the very good results even though if you use Chrome browser or Firefox browser. Okay, so that's what the extension is. So before going to any web browser that you want to actually use your web browser defaultly using your UiPath Studio, make sure these extensions were installed automatically, or else you can go to your tools tab. There you will find the extensions. Okay, let me go to our project. So this is your sequence. I have opened IMDb, and what in which thing I am about to use, I am about to open my browser in your IE. Okay, let me check whether it was working fine or not, whether it was opening the browser or not. Yes, so at first time I'm using. So defaultly it was opening this Microsoft. Okay, let me change to Chrome. Okay, mostly it may select to open it in a new tab or a new browser. Let's see what will happen. Let me save this and run this. Yes, a new browser has been opened directly, not within the existing browser, because you are using an application called open browser. Okay, it will need to open browser. Okay, so I guess everything was fine till now. So after that, what we need to do after opening the browser, I need to type the movie name. Okay, so let's have, so cannot communicate with the browser. Yes, the previous one. Cannot communicate with the browser. Please check the UiPath extension. Okay, let me check. So it was installed. So let me install each and everything. Fine. So Chrome was installed already. Okay. So let me check whether it was opening fine or not again. Yes, it was opened and it need to again directed back to UiPath. It was not happening. If you observed it carefully, we need to wait for 30 seconds. Yes, there is an error occurred. Message cannot communicate with the browser. Please check the UiPath extension. Okay. So better to use IE. So there is something problem with the extensions. So if you don't have IE, please install the IE in your systems. Okay. Let me check. So because that is very important, because browser need to get open. Yes, IMDb has been opened. Okay. So this is fine. What the output need you to be having is it need to open the application and it again need to revert back to your UiPath without any errors. So process and execution ended. So it need to be without errors. So if there is an error means that means until opening the browser it was fine. So after that if you want to operate anything in that browser again you may face the difficulty. So better to select IE here. Okay, Bharatam Manikanta, you have raised your hand. You can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. You ask or can I continue? It's unexpectedly touched. Okay, fine, you can install it, no problem. Go to tools, you can just install it. Okay, so if you have not having IE installed in your systems, please install your IE. Okay, fine. So next, now what the thing we need to do? We need to, what was happening here? We need to type here something. Okay, so let's type. So have an activity called type into. Sure, bringing the type into within your browser. So let's make this within your browser. So where I need to type, indicate on the screen. Okay. So make sure you are making this indication on your IE, not on your Chrome. Okay. We are having a problem with your Chrome. We cannot do the further actions on your Chrome because till opening of the browser, it was happening. Even though it was opening, it was raising an exception. So in order to overcome such things, make that everything in your IE. Okay. So this is IE. If you observe, this is your Internet Explorer. Okay. So let me select the text box where I need to type. Okay. What to be typed? Let me type movie name called Joker. Okay. So after that Joker, after typing the Joker, what I need to do? So what was happening? Let's see. If we type Joker here, so it was automatically coming down. Okay, or else we can click on search. So when it was automatically coming down, I need to go for another activity. Let's open this Joker itself. Okay, so for that what we need to do? We need to open click. So there we have used already mouse click and open the click here. So where I need to indicate? So indicate and I need to click on this movie name, not here, here or here. Okay, we need to click on this Joker. In order to know whether everything was happening in a very smooth fashion, what we need to do is whether you need to check whether it has been recorded correctly or not. What was happening when you are just indicating on screen what was happening? It need to indicate something. So it has gone here because it has been some timeout error. Okay, so like that. So let me refresh. Yeah, it was there here. Yes, somebody unmuted. Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Can just speak. Sir, once again type tell from type in. I will tell you. Okay. So somebody is asking. So what I'll do is I'll just delete these two activities. So for first, after opening the browser, what we need to do? We need to type the movie name here. Okay. Bringing the type into activity. Okay. And dropping it in here. So I'm indicating the type into where I need to type. Yes, I need to type into this text box. I'm selecting that. What I want to type? I want to type Joker. Okay, is that clear till now? Okay, so if you want to please ask a question, please unmute yourself and you can ask. And once again, tell because I cannot switch front and back from chat to here. Okay, please. I have provided that facility to you. Can unmute yourself. Fine. I am not getting open browser. Devadeep, please check whether you are doing that in your activities or not. Whether you are checking in the activities or not. If you click on open browser, you need to get like this. Under the UI automation, under the browser, you'll be getting open browser. Please check that whether it was there or not. Is that visible, Devadeep, for your system? Can you confirm? No. Do one thing. Go to manage packages. Just type on browser. So it was not there. So it need to get here. Okay. Click on type here in your manage packages. You can just open browser. There is something called UA automation activities. Because it comes under UA automation activities, just you can click on if it is green, that means it was already installed. If it was not green, it will be showing you like this blue thing. Okay. So just check there. Why am I telling this automation UA automation activities is if you observe here, your open browser comes under a category of UA automation. Okay. If anybody missing any such activities, go to the manage package just button, can just type down the activities here. Open packages, sorry, open browser. So let's select all packages and select open browser. And let's check whether this UiPath UI automation has been installed completely or not. So if it is in green, that means it was installed. Or if it is not, you'll be observing like this blue button. This is for any such activity. The activity which I am telling here, if it was not found, please check. Basically, UiPath will have this default activities installed already. If not, check in the manage packages section. Okay. Sir, if we enable UiPath extension in Chrome, it is working. I have enabled, still it was not working for mine. If it was working for you, then you can continue. No problem with that, Prasanna Kumar. So for my system, it was not working. I don't know. So it depends on the system also. The type of version it was installed, it was have already with this thing. Okay. Right. Now, so after this, now in order to check whether, so after typing this Joker, what we need to do? We need to click on. So after typing this Joker here, what it was happening is coming Joker here. So I need to select that. Okay. So what I need to do? I need to select something called click. So select this click and you can drop here. So you can just indicate it on screen. So I need to select this Joker. In order to know whether it has been correctly got selected or not, Click on these 3 lines. There is something called edit selector. Please open that. Okay, here there is something called ANA is equal to Joker. That means the recorded text by your click activity, or that means your Joker is, that means that is a button actually. It has been identified with a label called Joker. So whether your recording has been correctly recorded or not, that can be visible in your selectors. So I will repeat where the selector is actually on these 3 lines. If you select, you can just click on edit selector. There, if you find Joker, then it is fine. Clear? That means Joker has been recorded. Okay, let me save this. Let me close the browser. Let me run this, whether it was opening this Joker movie or not. Okay. Yes, it has opened that page. Fine. This Joker page has been opened. Did you observe it? So that means it is going to check whether this Joker value is available or not. So anyhow, it will take 30 seconds of time. So in this 30 seconds of time, so it will check whether that has been visible or not. That means after typing Joker here by your UiPath, it will wait 30 seconds in order to wait for its populate. So after it get populated, and it will go for the click activity what we have initiated in your sequence. Okay. Please let me know if you have any doubts till then. You can just unmute yourself and you can tell me. Santoshi, it is showing cannot see UiPath element. Something you are missing. Okay. Priya Bhavana, but the word Joker is not being opened here. You need to type there. Okay, please check whether you are doing it correctly or not. Fine. Till now, is there any other doubts? Can I move on next one? Next thing is after execute it is again return to UiPath Studio. Yes, it need to execute back to UiPath Studio. It need to, because that is what the execution is. Okay, you can check in the output whether it has been ended or not. Yes, it has been ended. It took me 6 seconds for me. So you can check that status in your output console. It need to come back. Fine. Now what's the task now? We need to get the rating. So I'm just going to the Joker. We need to get the rating. I need to get something called 8.5. Okay. I need to get this. What is the rating of this Joker? I need to get the 8.5. What? How you can get that? Okay. How you can get this 8.5? Now there is an activity called as get text. Okay, get text is an activity where you can just find it. So there is only one get text, no problem, even though you have provided the space or not. Get that activity after clicking your Joker. What is the text that you want to get? Indicate the element inside. So it is going to select many things. It is going to get this text, this text, this text, this text, everything. But I need to get something called, so if you observe here, it is going to select this. R is not getting selected. 2 hours, 2 minutes, crime, drama, thriller, 4, this entire thing. So out I need, that is I need only 8.5. In order to check whether it has been correctly recorded or not, go to your selector and check whether it has been 8.5 or not. Yes, it is. It's a very important activity, get text, because while you are just going to check in the future, because while you are dealing with the web pages, it is going to be helpful for you or very important. Okay, so after getting this text, what you want to do, let us display it using your message box. So take that message box activity and drop here. So what you want to display in the message box? 8.5. How you can know whether it is 8.5 or not? That means after getting this text, you need to save that in a variable. Okay, go to here. What is the shortcut key for creating a variable? Can anybody tell? Unmute yourself, I can tell.
Control K.
Yes, Control K, very good. Control K is a shortcut key in order to create it, a variable. So let me my variable name be rating. Okay, so rating has been created. You can check that in your variable section. Yes, it's taking as generic value. Yes, it can be a generic value. It can be an integer or a string, anything. So you can leave it like that as a generic value. Now what we need to print here? The generic value. What is that? Rating. Fine. Now let's see everything was happened in a very smooth fashion or not. Let me close this IE. Okay. What I want to do is let's maximize our browser. Okay. We have something called maximize browser. Yes, maximize window. So that is fine. Or maximize browser also we have, I guess, no problem. So maximize window where I need to do this. So after opening the browser, before typing into, I need to do that. So get this maximize window and paste it before your typing to. So automatically it will maximize the window. Okay. Let me check whether it was happening fine or not. Fine. So it is fine. So your rating has been displayed. So if you click on OK, it will return back to your UiPath Studio. Okay. So that is what actually the basic thing that you want to display. Is there anything doubt here until this? You can just unmute yourself, anyone, and you can ask me the question. Sir, how can we do the same thing for multiple movie names? I will tell you. I will tell you, Kavya. Sir, once again, explain the displaying rating. Okay, very simple. Okay, fine. Okay, so let me delete this, get text. Okay, I will delete the variable also. So what I can do is, so after typing this Joker, what we need to do is we need to get the rating. So for that we have an activity called get text. So get that get text here. Okay, let us indicate on the screen. So this is the text we are getting. In order to check whether it has been captured clearly or not, go to your selectors and check whether 8.5 has been captured. Click on OK. And what I need to do, I need to capture this into a variable, because if you want to display the same thing, so it need to be captured. So get this, select this get text activity in selection and go to its properties panel. Go here, shortcut key to create the variable is Control K. So let's create a variable called rating and press enter. In your variable section, you can find this rating variable has been created. Now what I need to do, I need to display that rating using in your activity called message box. In your message box, get that message box here and just start typing. Rating is a variable which is available here. Okay, so let me save this, close this browser. Okay, let me save this and run this. that fine? Till now, is that fine? Okay. Any doubts? Please unmute yourself and let me know. Sir, how to make Chrome enable? Again, go to your start. There is something called tools here in your start. Install the browser extensions. Just click on this. Okay, it want to ask me to close. So you just go close all your Chrome, existing Chrome browser, and click on OK. Your Chrome will be enabled in your UiPath. Okay, no problem. Is that clear? So can I move on to the next one? Please respond. We are getting a error while creating the variable. Can you tell me what is that error? Harsha. Compile error. I'm not getting what the compile error is. Make sure you are creating it here, or else you can go to here and you can create that variable. Somebody unmuted. Can you please tell me what was the problem? Okay, I guess it was accidentally happened. I have muted him. Fine. Sir, how to write a print statement in message box like rating is? Yes, I'll show you now. Very good question. I'll show you. There is something called, let me double quote, rating is. Okay, there is something called a concatenating symbol called plus. Like in your Java or your VB or .NET, the concatenating symbol is plus. And again, I want to do something like out of how much the rating is. Okay, they do this. So it need to display the rating is. Okay, let me provide some space also. Okay, let me save this. Okay, so I need to concatenate the string with this rating plus this. Okay, let me see whether how it was opening or not. Let me close this browser and run. Is that clear? Is that clear? The concatenating symbol. Somebody is asking some question. Yes, sir. Nothing is printed in the message box. It is showing empty. That means you are not providing the variable, or that variable is having nothing. While that variable, this rating variable, what we are displaying here must be a variable which must be created under your get text activity. Okay. See, if you go to this get text activity in the properties, in your output, your variable of rating must be there here. Okay. Any doubts till now? Nobody is speaking. I need to open the chart again and again. So it's fine. Okay. Now, I have a question like what happened if an user want to provide the movie name there? Okay. So can you tell me what is an activity from accepting a value from the user? Can anybody unmute yourself and can let me know what is the activity to accept a value from the user?
Input dialog.
What?
Input dialog.
Input dialog. Okay. Fine. So there is an activity called as input dialog. Okay. So where I need to drop this? So before you are typing to. Okay, so let me keep a name for this, IMDb rating. So it's not that rating. Okay, so IMDb rating. So let me give this in capitals and it should be in the string. Okay, so let me buy dialog box. So what is the label? Enter a movie name. So it should be in double quotes again. So what I need to do after getting this input, I need to catch this into a variable, right? So Control K, that will be my movie name. Okay, let it be very shorter, M name. Okay, now M name. Now what you need to provide here? That M name need to be provided here, not the Joker. M name. Clear? That M name need to be provided there. So that is what actually we need to do that. Okay. Fine. So let's see whether it was happening or not. So let's save. Let's close this browser. Is that clear till now? Very simple. Input dialog. I am accepting a value. Okay. Let's run this. Enter a movie name. Let it be either movie name. Let it be Lego. I hope you all know about Lego movie. Lego has been typed there. Wow, what was happening? So nothing was going further. Can you tell me why? Can anybody unmute yourself and can you tell me why? What was happening?
Because there was another command given, sir.
What is that?
So we were actually searching for Joker. Now there is
Yes.
nothing like Lego there. So
Lego there, yeah. So that means we need to do something. So it is about to make search for 30 seconds. So after this 30 seconds, again, it will be coming back to the UiPath Studio. Yes, it came with showing an error. See, the error cannot find the UI element. So it is searching for Joker because while you are recording something here, it is they are making as Joker. Okay. Now, very importantly, this is very important. Just note down. So in your selectors, what we can do is, let me change increase the font. Okay. In your selectors. So what actually you're visibling here, if you go to the selector, because there's Joker, right? So there are two types of selectors actually. Okay, one is a selector what we can get from this rating where the text value what we are about to search and what we have recorded. Okay, that is one way of getting the selector, and other way of getting the selector information is one is by providing a question mark. Okay, and one is by providing a value called asterisk. Now what is this? Now what is this question mark is? Are you able to see my notepad?
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine. So question mark is, if you are providing question mark is, that question mark will be variable for only one character. One character. Okay, so let me see. That means in your selectors, for suppose if you check this, that will be 8.5. So mostly our movies will be in the ranging from, let's be from 8.0 to 9.0. So that means your, or 8.0 to 8.9. That means you have only one value which can be variable. That means all the values from decimal value from 0 to 9 will be values. It can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 9. That means I can make this like 8.5 dot question mark. Now that what your question mark will check is any value, any single value which is having a prefix of 8 point can be validated automatically and will be captured. Does that make sense? What am I telling you? So that question mark is actually matters. What is the value? That is the only for one value. If there are two values, again it may not work. Okay. So if there is a rating which is in range between 8.0 to 8.9, that will be automatically captured and that value will be given to you. If there are, for suppose if there are some list of 10 movies, if a user want to provide all those movies one by one, but all those movies are in the rating array of between from 8.0 to 8.9, then this selector will work by providing the question mark here. So be very cautious while you are providing your selector here. For suppose if there is a selector, I'm giving like this. If there is, that means if you are providing, what is the name you are providing here? Lego you are providing, right? So what you are capturing there? You are capturing Joker. Okay, so Joker is not identifiable here. So in order to make that identifiable, what I can provide here in your Joker selector is, in the place of Joker, I can provide asterisk. Now what is your asterisk is? For your asterisk, it is for 0 or more characters. 0 or more characters can be captured. Okay, what this is for your, which activity that this is for? Can you tell me for which activity I am telling this? Anyone can unmute yourself, I can tell which activity it is. Nobody? Which activity it is? Get text activity. It's under get text activity. This is get text activity, right? So get text activity. So for this click also, it need for it not this for get text activity, this for click activity. So for both the get text and click activity, your selector will just select among the list of selectors which were available. So the list of selectors can be available, or you are providing is by providing your asterisk here. Okay, on select asterisk and click on OK. So I think it need to be asterisk every time. Okay, so a name should be asterisk here. Okay, even though this image looks like here, no problem. Okay, and okay, let's see what will how it will work. Movie name, again let it be Lego. Yes, if you observe that Lego has been selected there. Have you observed? And coming to here, what was there in your selector of 6? Here this 6.6 here it is there. Okay, it need to come back. We need to wait for 30 seconds. Until then, you cannot modify your sequence. It will be converted to read only. So we need to wait for 30 seconds. Yes, it was asking that 8.5 is something there. So just edit your selector. So again, what we need to do, we may have a movies from rating starting with 1.0 or 0 to 10, 10.0. So let it be asterisk here also. Okay, let's check whether asterisk is coming or not. Yes, it is. Okay, let me save this, close my browser again, let me run. Tell me any other name. Let it be Batman. Okay, yeah, Batman has been opened. If you observe this, there is no rating here. 2021, it captured 2021 because it is about to open. This movie is about to release, the Batman. Okay, so just provide a valid thing. So let's again provide. Let's search for Avengers. Okay, very familiar one. Avengers. So Avengers Endgame, it is coming. Avengers. It's 8.4. Is that clear? So is that clear, everyone? If you have any doubts, please let me know. Chandrasekhar, I think you got the doubt cleared. Any doubts? So this is about the selectors. So we have known a very important topic, that is about selectors. So selectors plays a very vital role while you are recording or where you are using your get text and click also. Okay, so selector plays a very vital role. Okay, so selector must be very accurate. If you are having a particular data that you are dealing with and it want to stick with that name or with that naming convention only, your selector plays a very vital role in order to execute in your using your bot. Clear? So once show selector of get text. Okay, Harshvardhan. So this is your get text activity. Okay, so go to your edit selector. So I have provided asterisk here in your AA name. I have provided asterisk here. So this was already in green. That means it was validated automatically. So if it was in red means there is some error or something like. Okay. At for some instances, your even though your validate is red, it will work. Okay. Fine. Is there any other doubts using this IMDb rating? No, no more doubts. So nobody entered anything in the chat. Now let's go to the next one, a very important one. Okay. We have something called RPA challenge. rpachallenge.com. It is a website actually. So it will concentrate on a very basic challenge. Okay. If you open that browser, or if you open that URL, you will find this. And basically, in order to practice, in order for learning, this is open for everyone. So we have an Excel file already, which was there for testing this website. So that Excel file is this. You all can download that Excel file. So if you observe this Excel file, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 7. Sorry, there are 7 columns available. That means 7 columns. That means 7 values that we can enter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 values. So what we need to do is, so it is an Excel file, right? So it is basically an Excel file. It will be opening every time. Okay. So in your Excel file, you will be having, generally you will be having rows and columns. Each and every column will be having some column names, first name, last name, company name, rolling company, address, email, and phone number. So that are all these things. What I want to do is, I want to insert these values in a Google form. Okay, in a Google form that I want to insert, not in the website directly. After using your Google form, we will go to the website. Okay, there is a difference actually that I'll let you know. Okay, so for that, so I've already created a Google form. Okay, the same fields with all these things. Okay, let me make them required. Okay, so that your bot must be very sure in order to make everything available. So everything is mandatory. Have provided something called RPA challenge. Okay, so let's create something. I am closing this IE now. Okay, let's create this. So if there is any settings, I'm not restricting to anyone. I'm not collecting anything. because your bot need to work very safely and very freely. Okay, if it having so many restrictions, again it may throw an error. Okay, I've taken everything. There is no restriction, anyone can open this URL. Okay, so I will also share the URL to you. You don't need you to create it. Okay, so I will share this link. I'm shortening this link, copying. Okay, I'm posting that in the chat box. Okay, you can use that form. Check whether that form is opening for you all or not. Tell me whether that form is opening for you all or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is opening, right? So there is no restriction of the email ID and right. Fine. So let's work on this. So what my task is, I want to insert all these values row by row into your Google form. So what is the task now? So for that, let's create a sequence. So let it by RPA form. Okay, let's create this. So what is the first task that we need to do? We need to be open. Oh, sorry. We need to do open browser. Bring that open browser. So what is the URL that I need to keep? So this is the form URL that we need to provide here. So make sure, that's why I have provided the form URL to you all in order to test parallelly with me. Okay. So this is the form URL. Okay. Now let us check whether it is working fine or not. Let us run. It will open an IE. So it is closed. It is opening. So yes, it has been opened. Okay. Your RPA challenge Google form has been opened. So I guess everyone might have working with the same. Okay. Fine. Now, after opening this, what we need to do? Okay. After opening this, what we need to do? We need to insert values here. So from where you are going to insert? You are going to insert. That means you are going to identify the values of first name, last name, company name, role and company name, all these fields from an Excel file. So this is my Excel file. Okay, that means you need to read your Excel file now. Okay, so for that we have an activity called as, I hope you are all noting down because you may forgot everything once a day has been completed. Please note down everything. So this activity is called as read range. Okay, if you observe here, read range comes under two categories. One is under Excel and one is under workbook. Okay, is that everyone having the read range activity in your UiPath Studios also? Okay, it need to be have because it's a default thing that because UiPath generally needs to automate all these things which comes under your Baba Sri. Please unmute yourself and let me know what was happening. Thank you. No doubt. Now, this read range comes under two categories. One is under Excel and one is under workbook. Now, what is the difference between these both? Okay. This read range activity will work automatically if your system have Microsoft Excel installed automatically. Did you get it? If your system is having Microsoft Excel installed, this read range activity will work, which comes under the category of Excel. If your system is not having Microsoft Excel or any Excel software, your read range activity which comes under this workbook will work automatically. For suppose if you have WPS, for suppose if you have OpenOffice, these are the usual softwares that you might use in spite of Microsoft Office, for suppose. Then the activity read range which comes under this workbook will work. Generally, it will be better if you use an activity which comes under workbook because it will be universal to any of the systems wherever you are using it. So let's use this read range activity only. Am I clear? Any doubt in the difference between the activity of read range comes under Excel or comes under workbook? I guess no. Right? Is that clear? What am I telling? Sir, where can we download the challenges of Excel? So here, if you use, sorry, I will show you. Let me, this is not getting. So under your rpachallenge.com, there is something called download Excel here. Okay, you can download it. Yes. So from RPA challenge here, there is something called download Excel. You can download that Excel. There is nothing you can create. There is no need you to create it. Okay. No manual work from our side. Now what we need to do? So this is the read range that we need to keep understand. Here in your read range, it is expecting 3 parameters to be passed. One is the workbook path, one is the sheet name, and the third one is your range. The workbook path is where is your actual .excel or Excel file or the file from where you want to read is actually existing. So that path it is expecting. So where is my path? So let me go to the downloads. So this is my path actually. This is where I can, so this is the path. You can just right click and you can have copy address as text, copy that text file, go to your UI path, provide here, provide in double quotes the path. Okay, and you need to provide the file name also, not simply leaving like that, because the file name is important. That is, you need to be very accurate, challenge.xlsx. So it will be very accurate, challenge.xlsx. So it might be different URLs in your systems. I will once again repeat you, go to that folder, right click on this place, can have copy address as text. Okay, you can click that and you can paste here within double quotes. If you go to your challenge.xlsx, this is your sheet name. The sheet one is your sheet name. Let me rename to the RPA. Let me rename the sheet name. That's your wish. You can leave it like that, but I am making it as RPA. No problem if you are leaving it like that. No problem. Okay. So let me provide the sheet name here, RPA. Okay. Next thing is that what is the range, from which range that you want to read the data. If you observe here, from first A1 is your data is to be read, from A1 to ending, everything. Okay, everything wherever the data is available, the entire data is to be read for your read range activity. So I don't know where it will end. So for that, what I can do is simply the empty fields. Simply the empty fields is enough. Okay. Now, where you are about to read this data, from your reading from an Excel file, where you want to store this. For that, if you go to the property panels of this read range, there is something called data table. Okay, so let me provide a variable value there. So Control K. So let it be my anything. Let it be extract. You're extracting, right? You're reading, right? Let's keep something called extract. Let it be extract table. I want to provide like this, extract table. If you observe in the variable sections, the extract table is of type data table. As we have already seen, the integer type, the boolean type, the string type, the generic value type, this variable which you are mapping with your read range must be of your type data table only. It must not be in the generic value unless it cannot be get identified in your UiPath. Okay, make sure your variable of extract table should be of type data table. Is that clear? Now, very importantly, defaultly your add headers is there, no? It is under tick mark. If it is under tick mark, if you observe the Excel, first name, last name, company name are not needed to be inserted in your Google form, right? You need to insert only John Smith, IT Solutions, like this. You need to only insert Jane. That means you need to start copying that from John, not from first name. In order to have that flexibility, UiPath defaultly provided a check mark here. If you uncheck this add headers, your UiPath will also consider first name to be also inserted wherever you want to insert. Am I clear to everyone? Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'll once again show you. So this add headers, it need to be in check. So if it is checked, this first row of your Excel file will not be considered to get inserted. The first row will be considered as an header row for your entire Excel file. If it was not checked, that means there is no header. So it will consider the first value also to be get inserted in your respective fields where you want to get inserted. So don't forget. So default it will be checked. So no worries. Got it? That is what? Yeah, that is the way that you are reading something from your Excel file. This is entirely reading from something from your Excel file. Clear? Now, what you want to do? I need to read the values. So you are reading that into your variable. Okay, I need to read row by row. That means you are about to read something from starting with your John. Okay, after that going to Jane and something like. Okay, so this is what you are about to check. So for that means you need to read row by row here. So if you are going to read row by row, what is an activity we have? We have an activity called for loop. You can use for loop. For that, especially for your working with your workbook, you have something called for each row. For each row which comes under an activity, it comes under the category data table. Okay, so just select that activity and you can drop here. So you need to insert a for each row which comes under the category called data table. Okay, now this for each row is expecting one value here. Defaultly it provided row here. It doesn't comes under any of the data type. It is a basic variable which was created by for each, because this cannot be seen under the variables. Even though it was created, it cannot be seen. That has been given. It can be anything. You can keep it like item, anything. Nothing can be allocated. Nothing will be allocated for that name that you are providing there. Okay, so simply keep it like a row here. So this is beauty here for each. Coming to this expression, what is the expression that you need to provide there? Can anybody guess and tell me what is the value that I need to give there?
RPA.
RPA. Any other? Any other answer?
Extract table.
Yes, extract table, because you are about to read row by row from the variable of a type data table, because this for each row comes under a type called data table. So from which type of data this is expecting? This is going to expect a data from type data table. So we have created a variable which identifies data tables, that is extract table. So extract table is something that you need to do. Clear? After that, what you need to do? After extracting, what you need to do? I need to simply, where is my form? My form. This is covering my things. Yeah, this is my form. Okay. I need to type here, right? I need to type here. So for that, I need to have an activity called type into. So get this type into here. So I'm just reducing this. Is that visible, everyone, in my UiPath Studio? Fine. So you need to indicate it. So you know what is type into, where you need to type. So this is Chrome is not showing clear. Okay. You don't submit anything. Okay. Already there are 2 responses. Stop doing that. So it was not happening very clearly. So better open this URL in your IE. Okay. So I need to get that URL. Need to get that URL. Yeah, I need to open that in my it was opening. Now let's record using IE. It will be more clearer for me. Yes, it was identifying very clearer. So that's the difference between IE and your Chrome. Because when it comes default with your UiPath Studio, it won't make you trouble. Okay, the students who are using Google Chrome, whether it was identifying clearly or not, please let me know. Okay, nobody's saying nothing. Fine. Okay, let me record this, the first name. So what I need to type here? That is a challenging thing here. What I need to type here? Okay, it is very important. Being while you are reading something from your extract table, if you observe this, from this your data is to be read. Now this entire Excel field will be identified like a matrix. Like a matrix. Okay. So being matrix, being it is the first location, so this will be row of 0. It is showing still an error because type into only will be typing something called strings. So what can I provide here? Can anybody unmute and can tell?
Dot to string.
Yes, dot to string. So automatically the value in the row will be converted into string and it will insert. Okay, let us check whether it was happening or not. Okay, let's close this. So I think everything was fine because no errors till now. Okay, let's check whether the first string has been getting inserted or not. Sorry, while you are using this, make sure your Excel file need to be closed. I've forgotten to say, close this Excel file. I'm not saving anything. Let me save this. So it is a very warning to you also. While you are reading it, it need to be closed. So it depends on the permissions provided by that. She does not exist. My God. Okay. She does not exist. My URL is wrong. Challenge is there. Am I providing anything? Let me edit this. So let me copy. Is it working for anyone?
Sir, it worked for me, but it's typing all the names, sir.
That means it's correct only. It's correct because we are only reading one row, no? We are only reading one row and we are typing the same thing in the first thing. So that's correct.
Yes.
So what is the URL you have provided in the same manner which I have provided like here? The same URL, that means the same way that you are that have done here is the same thing.
The URL is something different for me. Sir.
Still, but the after this, have you provided the file name here?
Yes, sir.
.xlsx like this.
Yes, sir.
So it worked.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me check again. Sheet does not exist. Okay, I guess
Sir,
it is,
the sheet name is sheet 1, sir.
I have
You have
provided.
changed
Yeah. Sorry, I have not saved it, right? Yeah. Yes. Let me check what exactly it is.
name of the Excel is.
Yeah, fine. I have not saved it. So it should be, let it be sheet 1 only. Let me save. Close the IE. Let me run. I guess it is working now. Yes, it is working. What we are doing, we are just doing, you're only typing a single row in one. That's means it was being it is for loop, it is reading the first row of 0. Okay, if you observe this Excel, I'll again show you. If you observe this Excel, this first row will be copied. So side by side we are printing. We are not redirecting to the next one. Okay, that's what actually happens there. Okay, let's repeat this process for each and every. Okay, we need to clear each and everything. So let me be this in open. So go to UiPath Studio again. So let's follow some rules here. Okay, for just for record sake we are doing this. Okay, type another thing here. Okay, now indicate it on screen. So it should be your last name. So provide the information here as last name. Okay, so it should be here row 1 dot toString. Okay, no errors. Again, next one is type into. Okay, again indicating on next thing is company name. Here I need to provide the company name. So company name which comes under. So this is row 0. This is row 1, this is row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. Okay, this is not the rows. These are rows will be considered in this manner. Row 0, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, 5, row 6. Here, again I am telling you. Okay. So row 2 dot toString. So after that, so being it is it came back. Okay. So let it be, I guess it is company name. Okay. So let's have another thing. So after this, what we have, role in company, the same thing that we need to indicate there. So I'm pausing it because it is not backside to it. So I guess you know what the pausing keyword, it is F2. Okay, and making an identification here. It is not mandatory, but so that you can remember where you are recording it. Okay. So please have a good habit like this. So let it be row 3 dot toString. So row is 3 mistake. Okay. So next thing is your address, email, phone number. Okay. So let's type into the address. Sorry, again, it is not backside. So address, let me wait for 3 seconds. Yes, address. So let it be the address. So it should be row 4. Okay. So after that, again, next type into. So I need to indicate it on screen. After that, it is email. Email. So it is row 5. Okay. Next, another type into. Next, sorry, it is that we need to scroll it down now. Let's pause the recording, scroll down and wait here. Yes. So this is phone number. So it will be row 6. Okay. So we just check whether we have done everything correct or not. Okay. Let's save this. Close this. Please. Let's run. Sorry, it may write in because I have opened my Excel. I need to close this Excel. Yes. Yes, it was going row wise. Yes, it means because we are not submitting this form. So without submitting, it was happening. So that's the thing what was happening. Okay. So till now, any doubts? Let's see the process complete. You can unmute yourself because I cannot switch to chat. It may stuck in between because it need to submit all the 70 records. Okay. Unmute yourself and ask me any doubt if you have till now. I cannot switch to chat.
Sir, can you say how to pass the text?
Pause the recording. Huh?
Yes, sir, recording.
F2. F2 is the shortcut key.
Okay.
F2. It will wait for 3 seconds.
Okay, sir.
Any other? So done. So everything was done. Now we'll concentrate on something called submit button. Okay. Now let's see what will happen. Let me refresh. Let me refresh this page. So let's give some dummy values. Must be valid address. Let it be fgabc.com. Okay. Right. Let's submit. So we need to submit, and each and every time submit, we need to select the submit another response also, because for each and every iteration it need to do. Okay. That means for one row, it need to complete all the 7 records reading, and after submitting these 2 buttons only, it need to again start the next iteration. Okay. So what we need to do? So let's go to this. So after typing this, what we need to do? We need to go to the click activity.
Sir, can you tell me what is the variable type of extract table?
Data table. Data table is the variable type for extract table, because you are reading from a data table only. That means the read range is for a workbook, right? So it comes under data table data type. Clear? Right. Now let's click on the submit button. So submit is this. So you can just select all this complete button. Select, just check the selector how it was identifying. Yes, it is submit. It is correct. Okay. And you can see the difference also. If you select this middle one, is there any difference? Yeah, it is giving changing variable part of each attribute to 1. So it is something different. Okay. So it will be some differences while it was recording. Okay. So we need only a simple button here. Okay, I'm just changing my indicating on screen to a complete submit button. Okay, can just select the edit, submit. Okay, nothing is there, only submit is there. Okay. After this, I need to go to click on submit again, submit another response button. So for that, you need to make ready your thing to submit another. So yes. Okay. So I need to select this, click on this button, submit another response. So let's go do that. So again, click button. So it meant and submit another response. Hope everything was set very clearly. Okay. So let me close all my things and let's start executing this. Okay. So let's have this clearly. Click on submit here. Submit another response. Okay, save this and run this. I have not maximized this, so let's not disturb anything.
Sir, it is showing workbook does not exist.
Amma, em చూపిస్తుంది?
Workbook does not exist, sir.
That means you need to give the complete workbook path there. At last, you need to provide the slash and file name also. There is something trouble in your workbook path. Once check that URL.
Okay, sir.
I hope for everyone, the same is working like this. If there is any error, please let me know. I will solve it. I hope all the 100 students or 109 students are doing in parallel.
Sir, I am getting an error for read range where I submitted the extract table in the variable type of data table, but it's again showing compiler error.
That means once check in the variables whether extract table has been there or not. Select the
Yes, sir,
sequence
it's
first.
there.
What is the type of it?
Initially it was integer, but I changed it to data table.
It need to work. See, this must be of type like this. Where is it here? See, like this. Is that like this only?
Yes, sir.
It need to work. Check. Is there anything else that you missed? What is that error exactly? Compile error it is showing.
Compile error and encountered processing expression extract table.
So
Value
here,
of type some document format dot open XML dot.
Okay, leave it. I think something while typing the extract table, whether it has been populated to you or not here, it need to come like this. Did you come across like this exactly?
Yes, sir.
Once again retype.
Yes, sir, it came.
Okay, select that. I guess something your read range is missing. Once go to read range and again provide the in its property panels to provide the variable name exactly. What have you provided there?
Yes, sir, I provided it correctly only. Same as.
It need to work actually. Once check.
Sir, should the address should be in double quotes, sir?
Yes, this complete address should be in double quotes.
Yes, sir, I didn't provide the double quotes.
Because it is string, no?
Yes, sir.
Before typing it, it is provided that text must be quoted. Should be. And the sheet name also must be quoted.
Sir.
Now check whether it is happening or not.
Sir, but while you are at the data table, once keep it on data table, sir. The data table.
Uh-huh.
It's showing for you it's system.data.data table, but it's showing another address for me, sir.
What is that?
It's document format.openxml.drawing.chat.data table.
Do one thing. Again, don't create variable here.
I directly created at there at that only, sir.
Do
By
one
using
thing.
Control K.
Do one thing. Delete it. Right click here and delete it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Select this read range activity.
1 second, sir. Yes, sir.
And come to here data table output here. Okay. Is it empty here or is there anything
Yes, sir.
here?
Empty.
Now Control K, press Control K and create that variable there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. It's not showing an error.
Now it will be fine. So because it may be some difference, if you make your variable creation with respect to its activity property, then it will be set very clearly.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So hope everyone completed till now, till here. So we will do some modifications on this tomorrow. Okay. There is most important thing that you need to learn tomorrow. Okay. So with this only we have some another thing. That means extension to this. This process, this sequence not yet ended. Okay. We will continue this tomorrow. Okay. If you have any doubts, if you have so many have not completed, please complete it in your home, in your free time. The things what we have done now. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. I am ending this meeting now. We'll meet you tomorrow. Sivapavan, let me know what is an error. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, it is opening the browser, but it is not typing into the browser, sir.
Which browser you are given, IE or Chrome?
IE only, sir. I have given IE, sir.
It was not typing.
Yes, sir. I mean, the first row, it has to type right, sir, like you have shown, right, sir. I mean, it's not typing anything, sir. For the first time it worked, and the next time I have provided the row 1.2 string. It hasn't worked from then, sir.
Check whether you have it correctly given or not, like this.
Yes, sir. I have given correct like that only, sir.
It need to work. Do one thing.
Should I start from the beginning, sir?
Yeah. That's what I am telling. You need to start it from beginning once.
Okay, sir.
Delete everything.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Create again with fresh and do everything. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir. Sir, can you post this recording now only, sir?
Recording, I will try because I need to send it to another person. You need to upload in YouTube.
Okay, sir.
Fine,
Okay,
fine.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you very
sir.
much.